Hi friends, I'm going to show you a new cardigan that I've been crocheting since 1 week, and it's a very nice yarn. It's a drops muscat yarn, which is, I think it's a cotton that comes from Egypt, very nice and soft. And this is let's say the main body of the cardigan is worked sideways. One front side, till here we have a front side, we work all together, front and back, and half of the back. The front side is this, and for the back part we in the middle of the length we just come till here and then crochet back in order to create a sort of back neckline here and have a wider part in our back part. Then we fold. This is half the cardigan. We fold it here, which is the shoulder line, let's say, and I'm just showing you half of the cardigan. I'm going to crochet another piece as this, and I'm going to make here a back central seam, and I'm going to sew from bottom till a point which I think is the bottom armhole, leaving an opening in order to begin crocheting the sleeve. So we just start making an initial chain, which will be the length of our the total length back and front. And since I want around 66 centimeter long, I just make a total of 1 meter and 20 centimeters, 1 meter and 30 centimeters chain long. To do this, I crochet with a 6mm hook, and I have chained 153 chains. The number of chains that you are going to make has to be an odd number. And after this, we are going to insert in a third chain and work half double crochets. So the number of half double crochets has to be also an odd number of chains. I'm going to work a small sample now, just to show you how you are going to start all this. So make a knot, a slip knot, and insert your hook. This is a knot and does not count as a chain. And I'm going to chain 21. 1, 2 loosely, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So if I chain 21, I'm going to insert my hook in third chain from hook. Number 1 chain is this, number 2 is this, and this is number 3. I yarn over, insert there my hook, and work a half double crochet. That means I have 3 loops on my hook. I yarn over and pull all 3 loops through all 3 loops. So I have my first stitch now here, and I have to count and make a half double crochet in each chain, and then 2, 3, and I have to have 19 half double crochets when I reach at the last stitch. You should put a marker in the beginning and at the end, so you are able to keep the same number of stitches. The chain 2 of the beginning does not count as a stitch, so my number of stitch is this one. I don't have a marker here. Just a moment. I can put. Well, you should do this in order to not worry if you are counting well. So this is my number 1 stitch, and I should mark the last one too. 1, 2, 3. See you at the end of the row. Okay, I have 17, 2 stitches more, 18, and my last stitch, sorry, 19. My pattern is to make 3 rows of half double crochet. This is my pattern, and after this we are working a half double crochet row, but we are working a puff stitch into the post of every half double crochet, skipping 1 stitch, and then 3 simple rows of half double crochet again. That creates this beautiful ridges of puff stitches. So we have just worked the first row of half double crochet. We still have an odd number as estimated. This is my last stitch. Then I chain 2. This does not count as a stitch at the beginning of every row, so I will work here my very first half double crochet. So this is number 1, and as soon as I make this, I will put a marker already in that stitch, and I'm sorry, I couldn't find my markers. So this is number 1, and I have to keep making the same number of half double crochets for a second time. So I made 1. Now it's very easy. I have to insert my hook in every loop that I see from the back side, and I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I'm sorry, I'm not in the middle, 17, 2 more, 18. Having my marker there, I'm pretty sure that I have done the right thing. And imagine that when you have a very long chain, you don't have to worry if you are making the right number of stitches when you put your markers there. So you are going to make another row of half double crochet the same way, turn and start making 19 half double crochets. And when we have finished with 3 rows of half double crochet, we're going to work our puff stitches pattern. And to do this, I will always need my markers, even in this row, and I will chain 2 at the beginning of this 4th row, and I will work here at the very first stitch a half double crochet. Before do anything else, mark this very first stitch, and I have to work now a puff stitch, inserting my hook there in the space between the chain 2 and the post of the half double crochet, this way 3 times, yarning over every time, and work a puff stitch. So yarn over 1, insert your hook. Now for the first stitch it's a little bit difficult. Pull up a loop so you have 3 loops on hook. Yarn over, insert again in same place, yarn over, go out. Now we have 5. Again yarn over, insert your hook in the same post. Now we have 7 loops, and yarn over and pull through 7 loops. Don't chain 1, we will not do this to secure the stitch. We will just yarn over, skip 1 stitch, this one, and work a half double crochet here, a simple half double crochet, and then it's easier because we have skipped a stitch to work the same thing here at the post of half double crochet, a puff stitch. So turn a little bit and yarn over 1, twice, pulling the same amount of yarn, 3, and here a second side puff made. And we repeat the same thing, skipping 1 stitch, working a plain first half double crochet in this stitch, in the next stitch, and then work a puff to the post. Do you think it's easy enough? 3, and pull through all loops, and skip 1, turn a little bit your work so you can work easier the puff, and pull all 7 loops, yarn over, skip 1 stitch, and work a half double crochet, and then 1, 2, 3, and over. Skip 1 stitch, skip 1 stitch, skip half double crochet, and in the post 2, 3, and this, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches left. skip one, work a half double crochet here, a puff, 1, 2, 3, and you should end having 2 stitches left. You will skip this stitch and work just a simple half double crochet in last stitch. And if you count your stitches, you are going to find out that this is the first stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 stitches. This is the right thing to do. This is the last stitch of half double crochet just made, and it's again 19 stitches. And we have to maintain this number of stitches in order to have straight edges in our next row, and we will repeat the same thing, 3 rows of plain half double crochet and then a row like this with puff stitches. Chain 2 at the beginning, and there is a tip you can do if you don't want to put any markers. Just make these 2 chains a little bit tight, and then in the this very large open chain work a half double crochet. Then this half double crochet that you can look very easily is your first half double crochet. I've made one, and my second one will be here at the puff stitch. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to insert your hook there. In next stitch it's very easy to insert your hook. In this puff stitch loop you may turn your nose, your hook this way, so you can grab the right loop and work a half double crochet. This is the only, let's say, not difficult, but it needs a little bit of attention. If you go there to the most left part of the loop, you are going to make it. If not, insert the nose this way, and very easily you can work a puff stitch, a half double crochet. And don't count, we are going to count at the end of the row. You will not do this to the very long chain that we are going to work. Just pay attention at the beginning. This is the puff. You have to turn a little bit in order to find the right loop, which is on the top, and there. And I have, you see, I have my marker at last stitch, so I have one more puff stitch to work, and my last half double crochet should be there to my marker. Okay, and then I'm going to count, and this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 stitches. Oh my god. Yes, that's the right thing to do. It's the only thing that we have to pay attention at. Well, I'm going to show you one piece. I mean the half of the cardigan finished, and you can see here how we stop and turn back to crochet only for this part of the cardigan, which is going to be the back part, and we fold it there, and here is half of our cardigan with a little bit of back neckline, which is very helpful on how it fits. To do this, I will show you now. I have put a marker just in the middle, calculating how many puff stitches I'm going to crochet, and I have crocheted 38 puff stitches till now, till the half of my length. So this is my last row. I have finished in this row with my back, my front piece, and now I'm continue crocheting for the back piece. I have reached till the middle of the piece, and I have 2 stitches left. I have worked a puff stitch right in previous stitch, so I will skip one, and I'm going to work a simple half double crochet to last stitch where I have my marker with a pink piece of yarn, and I will stop crocheting for the front piece. So at this point I will turn back and continue crocheting a simple half double crochet row. First I'm going to tell you that I have a back and a wrong side and a right side, and I have marked with a white piece of yarn here that this is my right side, and I was working the puff stitches always on the right side. So this is why I made this way the pattern. So after three rows of half double crochet, I reach to a point to work puff stitches, and it is always the right side. So I fold this piece having right side facing me, and I want to do the same here. To do this, I have marked all the right piece with a green piece of yarn, and when I have finished with my front part, I had to cut my yarn because I had finished here at the front side, and I didn't want to work here my back side. I wanted to work in this point. So when I finished, I cut the yarn and I attached yarn again to this back point. So I started this new row for the back piece only from bottom to top. I reached there, and now I'm going back. I'm going to explain it better to my PDF on Etsy. So to turn back, as usually, I chain 2 and I make my first half double crochet here, and in every row I did this in this pattern. I put a marker on to my first stitch and to my last stitch in order to easily find where I am. So I make it again just after I make my first half double crochet. Then I insert my hook to the stitch and pass my marker there, so I know when I turn back where I will insert my hook, and so I will keep on making the same number of half double crochet. Sorry about all this detailed explanation, which creates a very long video. And now I'm just going to continue working the same way, a half double crochet in each stitch to the end. Watch out here to work properly in the stitch, and I don't need to crochet all this row. I'm to the middle of my piece and I'm going back again, and I will reach till this point. You see I have my marker, so I will work here my last half double crochets, and I will keep on making the same number of stitches as in my puff stitch row, and this way I will continue for the back piece, and I will make this puff row that I made and 3 rows of half double crochet, and that's all. I mean, the extra thing for the back piece is to work 4 rows, 1 puff row and 3 half double crochet rows. That's enough, and after this I'm going to, let's find again our right side. So this is my right side. I cannot, let's say, if I had finished my back side, I would have made a seaming from top. Let's open it a little bit. As I have my pieces here, I will make my back seam beginning from the bottom. This is the bottom line of my back piece, and through all this piece, and you can see clearly through till here where my last stitch is. You are going to pin it first, so this the 2 sides match together, and then you are going to make your sides, sew your sides. That means after I sew my back seam, I have to sew again from bottom till the back point of my armhole, and I need to have an opening here for size small. For the moment I will pass from the last stitch till here to the second stitch, which is the very bottom edge. Leave a long tail and do again the same movement, so you secure this beginning point, and I lost my tail, and after this you go again up you can see the V stitch here in the very edge point. You go to the back of this stitch and here, and I believe it's going to be a very nice sewing. So you can see how the right side looks, and you can see clearly that this is our back side. It creates a little bit of a V stitch, clearly you can see it. So I have made all sewing necessary for the cardigan. I mean, I made the side seamings till the armhole point here, and now I'm going to work the sleeves. I have already begun the other sleeve, and I will show you the other part. And finally I worked a wavy edging all over the front panels and the back neckline. So to make the sleeve, as in my other cardigan, I have marked the center of my shoulder, let's say, the upper part. I hold it like this, and so I know exactly how many stitches I'm going to make till here, and this way I make the same number of stitches to the other part, and there is a harmony to my sleeve. So take a ball of yarn, and I'm going to attach there at the bottom of the bottom armhole point. I attach my yarn, and I will chain 2, and I will work rounds, because I'm going to join and turn back, of half double crochet. I have in front of me real stitches, because I was crocheting this way, sideways from the beginning, so it's easy to make new stitches now. And I have counted, and I will work 22 half double crochet till the middle and 22 to the other side. So I made a chain 2 for the beginning, and then I will work you can also count, so you have 22, but it's easy because I made this work before I begin, so I counted all these half double crochet of previous row, and then I will work 22 or 44 till the end of my row. You insert your hook in every stitch in the row. And this is the sleeve. You are going to work for about 12. Another thing, I made a version of short sleeve cardigan, which Christina, my daughter, wears on the image before the video. And to do this short sleeve, I have worked 2 rounds of half double crochet. This is the first, and I worked 1 more. Then I put the cardigan on Christina, and so it's okay if I want a short sleeve cardigan. Very easy to wear during summer in hot climates like ours in Greece. And we turned now to the other part, and I have begun, as you saw, to work from the outside part of the cardigan, having the right side facing me. And I have put my markers so I know that I come to the end of my round. And this way, having markers, it relaxes my mind, you know. I just count before I begin crocheting, and so I know when I come to this double crochet, I will have the right number of half double crochets, and it's okay. I will stop there working, I will join, and go back. Here I'm going to show you in a moment. So I have reached to the beginning of my work. I'm going to pull a little bit the yarn that I had attached at the beginning, and before me stands the chain 2, and I will insert my hook in second chain of chain 2 and work a slip stitch to join. So I worked from here all over the sleeve till here, and now I will turn. So I will work again the same thing, chain 2, and work having the inside, the wrong side facing me. Now it's very easy. You just have to half double crochet in every stitch across till the end, then join in second chain of chain 2 and back again. So in one round you are working having the outside, the right side facing you this way, and in next round you are working having the wrong side facing you from the inside, and this way you are going to grow your sleeve. For the first 12 rows you are going to keep the same number of stitches, I mean around 44 for a loose sleeve for a size small. It's not a very tight sleeve. I wanted a loose sleeve. And after row 12 you are going to decrease, and you are going to make around 8 decreases, so 44 stitches become around 34 or 30. When you reach down the your wrist, you are going to have around 15 stitches less. And if I keep this and I want a really good sleeve there, you have to make around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, around 28 to 30 half double crochets. So keep these decreases, making decreases until you have this amount of half double crochet, and until you have the length that you want. I made around I think 50 rounds to reach at this point, but I'm a short woman, so you are going to make the sleeve as long as you want. Let's go and make our collar edging. So it's the time to add our collar and this wavy edging, and we need to do this because our front panels are less wide than our back. So when we are finished sewing the cardigan, we can see this opening. I do not make a very wide edging here, because I don't want a cardigan that with a bottom band, but I just want it a little bit open. So as we see the jacket, attach yarn to the left bottom side of the front left front panel, attach yarn and work. I'm going just to describe what I did in this point, because it's a simple work. Work 73 half double crochet till here, which is the shoulder point, and then you are going to work from one shoulder to the other 16 half double crochets, and then from this shoulder down to the bottom side of the right panel, we are going to work 73 half double crochets, just as in this part. Then when you have finished this, and you are going to be working like this, having right side facing you, you are going to turn and crochet back all this way, all these half double crochets, till you reach at the beginning, and you find yourself again at this side where you begin the half double crochets. So you are going to work 2 rows of half double crochet, and then this wavy edging. And I describe all this because I want you to work this wavy edging. If you want to make a larger piece in width, you can do it, but keep in mind that you want to find yourself in this starting point again to work this wavy edging. So it's the right side of this edging that it's facing you. It's nothing wrong if it's the wrong side, but if we want to be okay, we need to work this way. Now I'm going to show you how we are going to work this edging to the other side. So let's say this is our right side, and we have our yarn ready to work the edging. So in this third row, chain 1, make in next stitch a single crochet to begin again. After slip stitch, we are going to single crochet in next stitch, half double crochet in next stitch, double crochet in next stitch. All stitches you know you are going to use. Then 3 triple crochets in next stitch. In this central stitch you are going to have 3 triple crochets, 1, 2, and yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through last 2 loops. And now we mirror our movement. So after these 3, we're going to work in next stitch a double crochet, in next stitch a half double crochet, in next stitch a single crochet, and in next stitch a slip stitch. We are going to end with a slip stitch and continue working this way. In between these waves you are going to have a slip stitch, so it makes it clear all this beautiful round shape. So after slip stitch, remember all stitches we know in a row: single crochet in one stitch, half double crochet in next stitch, double crochet in next stitch, and in next stitch 3 triple crochets. So yarn over twice, 1, 2, 3, yarn over twice in same stitch, 1, 2, and 3, yarn over twice, 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going down. In next stitch a double crochet, in next stitch a half double crochet, in next stitch a single crochet, and in between just remember a slip stitch in next stitch. And so you are going to create this wavy edging all over this right panel, all over the back neckline, so it's looking very nice. It is very nice, this wavy edging to wrap you all around the neck, and then back to the other side. And it's a romantic, let's say, edging that looks very nice to a summer or a spring cardigan. I hope you like this cardigan. I hope you make it and you tell me all about it. Pretty soon I will have my pattern on my Etsy shop. What else? The yarn is very nice. I don't know if I told you, it's a yarn of drops, and it's quality Paris, which is cotton, but I think it's a mercerized cotton. That means it's a little bit light and a little bit shiny and very soft. So thank you very much. I love to here to read your comments. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm very happy when new people subscribe to my channel, and tell me all about you want. Tell me whatever you want to tell me. I write all answers, and I'm very glad when I write answers. Thank you very much. Bye.